Hello, friends. There were three stories. Three. Not one, not two, not four, not 26, but three stories that I just want to mention very briefly. Very interesting. The first one I'm going to start with is the 4-year-old who brought weed to school for snack time. I'll let that sink in. Are there words for this? Are there words? The teacher of the class said that the student took the bags out of his jacket pocket during snack time and told the class that he had snacks. He had snacks. Those several bags were actually 9 bags of pot. The 4-year-old brought 9 bags of pot to his elementary school. I can't express how fucked up this story is. It's under investigation, apparently, but they're like looking at the child's parent. They're not really looking at the 4-year-old as a criminal, thankfully, but in this country, with the way the cops have been acting, it wouldn't surprise me if the cops started pointing to the 4-year-old as a drug dealer and, started arresting him and bringing him into a back room and beating him mercilessly to try to find out where his drug dealer friends are. It wouldn't surprise me if that were the case. The cops in this country are so poorly trained and so shitty that they would probably detain and torture a 4-year-old over weed. They wouldn't look to his parents, they would look at the fucking 4-year-old. Because the cops are retarded. Anyway, the superintendent said it was an isolated incident. No shit, I don't think 4-year-olds regularly have 9 bags of pot. But, there you go. It's a fucked up story. My second story for you tonight is about a college junior from shit, I can't pronounce that name, Kansas. She ordered a textbook from Amazon for her terrorism class about terrorism by terrorists. Probably not, but, maybe. She flipped through the pages of her textbook on a Monday morning to discover a white bag of powder had fallen to the ground. She thought it was anthrax. Stupid bitch. I'm kidding, but, it would be interesting to see terrorists carrying out terrorist acts by putting anthrax into textbooks about terrorism. I mean, don't get me wrong, that would suck, but that would be interesting as hell. That'd be very creative. I'd give them creativity points. But that's not what it was. It was cocaine. It was $400 worth of cocaine in the baggie that had fallen out. The bag of $400. Just who leaves $400 worth of cocaine in a textbook? How is that not picked up through shipping? And she goes to the local police department the next day. She thought it was anthrax too, and she went to the police department the next day. The day after it had fallen out. So she thinks it's anthrax right away. And then she goes, a day later, she goes to the police. That's stupid. And I don't want to explain why, because I think it's glaringly obvious. But she puts the cocaine on the table, and she was like, she said that she told them that it was in her terrorism textbook, and they went to their back room or whatever and tested it out. So, you know, the cop comes back and apparently says, "You didn't happen to order some cocaine with your textbook, did you?" And the girl said, "No." And that was a fucking stupid question by the cops anyway. Like, I don't even know if they were joking. Knowing cops, like I said before, they probably weren't joking. So fuck cops, but yeah. Amazon needs to check their books a little bit better before they ship them out. Otherwise, $400 of cocaine ends up in a college student's hands, which isn't... Well, I'm for drug use. I don't do drugs, but I'm for their legalization, but that's another story for another thing. This is a very interesting story right here. Third story. Third one, right here. Number 3. A hoarder, a woman who has type A hoarding, a class A hoarder, not type A, class A. It's a class, not a type. Not much of a difference in my opinion, but who the fuck am I? Anyways, she kept the body of her 95-year-old mother tucked away in a Florida storage unit and may have done so for nearly 17 years. The remains of Ann Bunch were found at a, Florida storage unit. Apparently, the woman died of 3 heart attacks and a paralyzing stroke in 1994, and was just never buried. She was brought to the storage unit and has been there for 17 years. What the fuck? Okay. Well, is there anything to say about this? Can I make commentary on this? Can I make jokes? Is there anything else I can say but just what had happened that can actually make you see how ridiculous this is? She was fucking kept in a storage tank for 17 years. I didn't know the effects of hoarding was involving of human bodies as well. I can't express in words how fucked up that is. I mean, I'll tell my brother right now that if he keeps our mother locked in a fucking storage tank for 17 years after her death, I will fucking kill him. I'm not gonna let that shit fly. Anyway, fucked up stories. What else can I bring you? I could bring you an opinion about something, but yeah. Next thing I make, I'll try to bring you my opinion on a very delicate matter. Maybe. Probably not. We'll see. Peace out.